Dolly Parton's story is one of grit, resilience, and relentless ambition. Born in 1946 in a one-room cabin in Locust Ridge, Tennessee, Dolly faced the harsh realities of poverty from the very beginning. With 12 siblings and barely enough to survive, she learned early that life demanded resourcefulness and determination. Music became her lifeline, a source of solace and expression that allowed her to dream beyond the Smoky Mountain hills. Despite ridicule, hunger, and countless obstacles, Dolly carried a spark that refused to be extinguished. Her journey from a barefoot girl with $20 in her pocket to a global music icon is not just a tale of talent, but one of courage, perseverance, and the unwavering belief that she deserved a life far greater than the one she was born into. Early life in poverty. Dolly Parton's childhood was shaped by extreme poverty and hardship. Her father, Robert Lee Parton, labored in the tobacco fields with hands calloused and bleeding, bringing home barely enough to feed his family. Her mother, Avie Lee, infused the home with love and music, singing old Appalachian songs to comfort her children, even when there was little to eat. The cabin they lived in lacked electricity, running water, or insulation against bitter winters. 12 children crammed into a space meant for 4, often sharing quilts made from flour sacks. These conditions were physically harsh and emotionally scarring, instilling both a deep sense of humility and a burning desire in Dolly to rise above her circumstances. The hardship she faced built resilience, shaping the woman she would become. Childhood humiliation and early music. Alongside material deprivation, Dolly experienced the sting of humiliation. At school, she wore patched clothing, hand-me-downs, and shoes with holes, leading peers to mock and ostracize her. These early experiences taught her both the cruelty of the world and the value of inner strength. Yet, music became her sanctuary. Her mother's singing and her grandfather's Pentecostal sermons introduced her to melody and storytelling. By age 7, Dolly was writing songs. By 10, she was performing on local radio. Music was not only her outlet, but her currency, giving her a sense of power and identity in a world that often made her feel powerless. These early experiences combined struggle with creativity, preparing her for the battles ahead. Leaving home for Nashville. At 18, Dolly made a daring leap toward her dreams, leaving behind her family and the only home she knew. With a cardboard suitcase, $20, and a guitar, she boarded a Greyhound bus to Nashville, carrying her hope and determination like armor. The move symbolized both freedom and vulnerability, as she entered an industry notorious for crushing young dreamers. Her upbringing had prepared her to endure rejection and scarcity, yet Nashville tested her limits. In cramped apartments, surviving on minimal food, Dolly faced a city where hundreds of hopefuls competed for attention and respect. The harsh reality of her chosen path only intensified her determination, and the fire that had been lit in the Smoky Mountains burned brighter in the city of music dreams. Facing rejection and early struggles, Dolly's early days in Nashville were marked by repeated rejection. Record executives dismissed her voice, her accent, and her image, telling her she was too country or not marketable. Even when allowed to perform, she faced criticism for the pitch of her voice or the simplicity of her songs. The industry's dismissiveness echoed the ridicule of her childhood, reinforcing a sense of inadequacy that she had battled for years. Yet Dolly refused to surrender. She took odd jobs, sang demos for other artists, and continued writing relentlessly. Each setback fueled her tenacity, transforming disappointment into motivation. Her relentless work ethic and refusal to quit became the foundation for the success that would eventually define her career. Breakthrough with Porter Wagoner. In 1967, Dolly's persistence paid off when Porter Wagoner, a famous country artist, offered her a role as co-host on The Porter Wagoner Show. This opportunity gave her national exposure, a steady paycheck, and a platform to showcase her talent. Yet the arrangement came at a price. Porter's control over her career limited her creative freedom, dictating song choices, appearances, and image. While grateful for the opportunity, Dolly found herself trapped in a gilded cage, forced to compromise her artistic vision for stability. This partnership, both a launchpad and a constraint, tested her patience and resilience. It highlighted the tension between opportunity and autonomy, a theme that would recur throughout her career. Creative struggles and personal resolve. Under Porter's control, Dolly endured creative suffocation. Her ideas and personal songs were often dismissed, leaving her frustrated and stifled. She was treated as an extension of Porter's brand, rather than an independent artist. The years of compromise weighed heavily, causing emotional strain and self-doubt. Yet Dolly's determination never waned. She continued writing in secret, crafting songs that expressed her deepest emotions and desire for independence. Among these was "I Will Always Love You," a song that symbolized both gratitude and liberation. This period reflects the resilience required to maintain personal integrity and artistic vision amidst external pressures, showing Dolly's commitment to herself and her craft. Breaking free and claiming independence. In 1974, after 7 years under Porter Wagoner's control, Dolly gathered the courage to assert her independence. Performing "I Will Always Love You" as a farewell, she negotiated her release from the restrictive contract, borrowing money to secure her freedom. This pivotal moment represented both risk and liberation. It was a leap into the unknown, trading guaranteed exposure for autonomy. Despite the uncertainty, Dolly's resolve never faltered. She reclaimed her voice, her career, and her destiny, proving that freedom was worth the sacrifice. This decisive action set the stage for her rise as an independent artist, allowing her to define success on her own terms and reshape the trajectory of her life and career. Overcoming challenges and enduring influence. Even after achieving fame and fortune, Dolly faced ongoing challenges, health issues, constant public scrutiny, and the weight of maintaining a brand demanded sacrifice and perseverance. Yet she continued to innovate, inspire, and contribute meaningfully to the world. Through music, business, and philanthropy, she has remained a beacon of hope, demonstrating that adversity can be transformed into strength. Her story is not just one of fame, but of human resilience, the courage to overcome poverty, exploitation, and doubt while maintaining integrity, authenticity, and compassion. Dolly Parton's journey reminds us that true greatness often grows from struggle, and that the measure of success lies as much in character as in achievement. Conclusion: the mountain girl who conquered the world. Dolly Parton's life is a testament to perseverance, talent, and the refusal to let circumstance dictate destiny. From a humble cabin in the Smoky Mountains to stages and charts across the globe, she transformed hardship into opportunity and rejection into resilience. Her battles with poverty, control, and personal sacrifice forged a woman capable of extraordinary creativity, influence, and empathy. She reclaimed her voice, defined her path, and created an enduring legacy that goes beyond music and business. Dolly's story is both deeply human and inspirational, proving that no matter how insurmountable the obstacles, determination, authenticity, and belief in oneself can turn a barefoot girl from the mountains into a global icon.